Here she is making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Washington, Dangerous Deborah!
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight.
She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a watchtower searchlight. She and her partner are letting former WWE producer Troy Simpkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring.
Zelina might be little, but she is fierce.
And her opponent, representing the LWO from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega!
Zelina, one of the smallest competitors with the biggest heart.
Yeah, now Zelina is sitting under the learning tree of Rey Mysterio and the rest of the LWO. Zelina really has a chance to break out even further.
Zelina looking to make the LWO and her family proud tonight.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward. Look at this. Hair pull mat slam.
Hip drop to the gut.
Oh, man, by the hair. Hair whip. Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
Oh, what impact.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Might be going high risk here.
Up high.
Good Lord, taking flight. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
Powerful takedown. Queen Zelina is in a distressing spot.
Not looking good for Zelina here.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat.
Oh.
Get yourself out of harm's way.
Big forearm. Double axe handle connects.
Steered away there. Good golly, Miss Molly. Zelina escapes the attack.
Legs caught. She's giving her no room to breathe.
She's fighting with every ounce of spit and vinegar she has. Able to save herself there.
Ooh! She lost some of her stamina at this stage.
Yeah, but you know this one is still up in the air.
Uranagi!
Zelina being sized up.
Fireman's carry. What a slam.
Is that enough to take out Zelina Vega? And straight into the pin attempt.
2. And a victory here tonight.
Here is your winner, Dangerous Deborah!
What a debut. She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win in her first match here at WWE.
And right in front of NXT's own Troy Simpkin. You have to wonder what Mutiny's next move will be to recover their abducted producer.
can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay, fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Lexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me?
Gotta hurt.
Getting the upper hand by taking away your opponents.
Headed back into the ring. And that was an effective attack, guys. Wicked clothesline. Sent into the corner. Now lifted onto the top turnbuckle. Uh-oh. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes.
Superplex!
Like they say, what goes up must come down, and that was a long way down.
Hip drop to the gut.
So much pain inflicted in this match.
I know she's tough, but even this is almost too much. Oh my goodness!
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse. A chain of reversals here, every motion getting cut off.
Uh-oh.
High angle belly to back suplex.
Choke slam!
What's she looking for under the ring?
Oh boy, kendo stick in hand, nefarious look in her eyes.
She dodges out of the way.
Tossed back into the ring.
From the apron.
Through the air and connects. Lands face first.
Ooh, that's a kick that would leave you gasping for air. Whoa!
Big boot.
Incredible. He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Jumping elbow drop.
Oh, what a quick answer. And Jane reverses it.
JC Jane connects with a boot. Oh! Oh!
Oh, kendo stick right to the head.
Oh!
This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
Bulldog brings them down. Just ejected from the ring.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
He answers right back.
Proof these superstars have done their homework. Oh, yikes, a stomp to the guts.
Guys, they're getting a little too close for comfort.
Stop. Setting up for something here.
Lexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity Championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We came up training together.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral on this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. Might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide.
Bottom line, we're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Hey, they are the current Unity Tag title holders. It's just in this case, I mean that literally. They are holding the titles.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Lexis King and JC Jane have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times, and you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
Well, they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, someone just threw their plan out the window.
Spinebuster!
Oh, man.
Devastating kick.
King gets out of dodge. Dodges away. Two-handed choke slam!
The challenger really taking it on the chin here. And JC is taking on a lot of offense now.
Jane is really having trouble with her defense. Oh no, what is this?
Reverse choke slam.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Getting clubbed by the axe handle. He wasn't tough enough contending with one opponent. Now you got to deal with two.
Oh man. Great ring awareness saved him.
Face plant. Boom. Oof. Kick finds it.
Able to slip away.
Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize? Clothesline.
So effective.
Oof.
Down.
The champions with some of their signature teamwork tilting the odds in their favor.
Blasted by a forearm.
Ooh.
The challenger struggling for anything here.
Could be getting into a dire situation soon. Two-handed choke slam.
Put in the corner now. Double axe handle right on target.
Ooh. Oh my God, it retaliates with a counter.
Bossman slam.
Looking for the victory. An interesting decision there.
Well, she clearly has more in mind. Waiting to strike. Brace for impact.
And now thrown back into the ring. Clothesline.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who was wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
Am I the only one seeing this, Oos? NXT's Mutiny out here making moves, pulling everyone to their side while people watch the uprising from the sidelines. Even Triple H and the board are low-key cheering for them.
You don't have to remind me. I saw it firsthand at the draft, remember? It should be all hands on deck.
Yeet. We need more people doing stuff like taking those Unity titles off them.
Thanks. It might have been a small victory, but every little bit helps. If we can keep chipping away, eventually they'll topple.
For real. Anything to slow their momentum down. It was starting to feel like they could do whatever they wanted. Reminds me of when the Bloodline first started. We had that edge. And nobody was cool like us.
But we've seen that all play out before, right? Starts out hot, but a lot of folks are gonna get left out once they get what they want, you know?
Seen it, felt it. When you're useful, you get used. When you're not, well, like you said, we've seen how that plays out.
It's embarrassing how easily people fall for Mutiny's spectacle of brutality and rebellion. They're so easily seduced. But we can exploit that weakness too. Turn their own game against them.
You got something cooking.
You said it yourself. People are joining up because Mutiny is cool. It's got an edge that makes standard corporate WWE look basic.
We can't compete with that smoke.
Not unless I show them some fire, Oos.
So you do have a plan. Yeet.
Yep. And I'm kicking it off later tonight. You're gonna love this one, Jay.
Can't wait, Oos.
It's the superstar who is destined for WWE greatness.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 389 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions. Ooh.
Guys, what's up with the NWO shirt?
I love the nod to the past. Is this maybe an embrace of those notorious NWO devious and disruptive tactics?
Color me concerned, Corey. He could be hinting at an alliance with Mutiny. That would be a major shift in the power balance. I'm sure I'm not the only one still distracted by that NWO shirt. It's tough to focus on the match with that hanging in the air.
Well, just try being a professional, Saxton. It's a shirt. Besides, I'm sure we'll get an explanation when the time's right.
Well, I'm also sure Chad Gable isn't worrying about his opponent's wardrobe. He looks poised to prove that skills, not shirts, win matches. And saw what was coming there.
And stays one step ahead. You saw that being telegraphed. Oh, nice bulldog.
And the former Olympian Gable took a big hit there.
He's not sweating it, though. He has plenty of time to turn things around. Elusiveness from Gable.
Back and forth, counter after counter.
And Gable's hopes are waning in this one.
You gotta wonder, what does this do to Gable's confidence?
Going outside, what's he got planned here?
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
And what a reversal from Chad Gable. Bulldog! Oh no, he just got busted wide open.
The official needs to take a look at that.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. That puts a stop to Gable.
He's finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
Now able to stop things, but will he gain command?
Got out of the way that time and avoids taking any damage.
Whoa! Monster plex. Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here.
Into the cover, looking for the win.
No mercy being shown to Gable here.
Gable has to gather the energy to turn the tables.
Oh, spear! Terrible position for Gable.
Into the cover. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner.
An impressive victory, and maybe with the win under his belt, we can get some clarity about his attire.
I hope so, Corey. With all the chaos Mutiny is causing these days, the last thing we need is ambiguity. I have a feeling this is more than just a random shirt.
Incredible performance out there tonight, but I think there's one question on everyone's mind. Why the NWO shirt?
Look, we all know that WWE is at a turning point. There's a civil war brewing, and it's largely because WWE has become stale, predictable, formulaic. We need to evolve.
So you're saying that you're joining Mutiny?
No. Mutiny is chaos for the sake of chaos. And just like so many times in history, the real fighters are going to get pushed aside once the leaders get what they want. Anyone who thinks they could trust Bailey and KO to protect their best interests is an idiot. So here's my message to all the superstars on both sides and everywhere in between. It's time for a new direction. We need to embrace our past to forge our future. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. The NWO wasn't about politics. It was about power and domination. So anyone who wants to stop playing the game and wants to run it, join me in my NWO movement.
That is a powerful call to arms, but as the former #1 draft pick, some might say you're as establishment as it gets. How do you reconcile that with calling for this new direction?
Being the #1 pick gives me a platform. My position lets me bridge the gap between the establishment and the rebels. I'm not here to tear down. I'm here to build better. So stand with me and take the third path. Not Mutiny, not the WWE establishment, but a movement built on real power. I'm calling for a new era. Not just to challenge Mutiny, but to redefine this business as it should be through dominance and brute force. Welcome to the New World Order.
So, do you want to tell me what the hell you're thinking? Bringing back the NWO?
Relax. Let me explain.
You'd better explain. I made you the #1 draft pick because I trusted you to be a cornerstone for WWE, not spearhead a whole new rebellion.
It's not another rebellion. This NWO stuff is just a way to stir up some trouble within Mutiny. It's a play. I just need people to believe it's real. And that's obviously working.
That is a pretty good idea, actually. But I really wish you'd run the stuff past me first.
And spoil the surprise? Come on. I've got this under control. Just sit back and enjoy my brilliant manipulations. You just might learn something.
Okay, I'll give you some rope. Just be smart.
I always am. That's why it's working.
And here's the man reviving the NWO in more ways than one.
The dogs are barking loud tonight.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
We see.
This isn't just another match. The newly formed NWO needs to show they can stand up to Mutiny's challenge.
Exactly, Corey. And with Mutiny members like Joe Coffey and Shotzi now donning NWO colors, this fight isn't just pivotal, it's personal.
And our personal feelings aside, I'm sure Mutiny wants to squash this new faction before they can prove the NWO can be major players too. Planted with the Bulldog.
No way. Slingshot crossbody? That was ridiculous. No sign of hesitation, and that risk gained big rewards.
Right to the face.
My God.
Ooh! Dodge is out of the way.
Oh, big boot.
Boom! Braun avoids the attack. There's the Bulldog!
And he heads back into the ring.
Bulldog!
Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Tough spot for Braun to be in.
His body has to be racked with pain.
Yeah, but you got to expect that at this point in the match. Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. These two showing how well they know each other.
The ref gets that weapon out of the way of the action. He got out of dodge just in time, narrowly escaping there. And you can see that offense was aimed directly at his skull. Boom! Gets out of the way of that one.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
Just pounding away.
Enough already. He's making his move.
For the win. Works off the pin at two.
So close. That could have been it.
Ooh. Constant pressure being kept on Braun.
Every form of offense Breaker attempts is being neutralized.
And clearly some targeted offense coming his way there.
Going after your opponent's head is
damage to the body.
Breaker doesn't know where he is.
The cover! That will end it.
Here is your winner.
After that victory It seems clear this new NWO is poised to be a major player in the fight against Mutiny.
Absolutely, Cole. They're taking over. The New World Order is here, and they're not just here to participate. They're here to dominate.
NWO for life, baby. And boss, before you say anything, you should know I'm already putting together a crew to help the Black and White take out Mutiny and rest of the WWE. So far, it's me, and that's it. But you gotta start somewhere.
Right. Look, just slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm all in. SmackDown is gonna get smacked. Raw is gonna get cooked. They won't even be able to call it Raw anymore. They'll have to call it extra well done, even though it won't be well done at all when we're through with them. NWO!
Quiet, Truth. Listen, this whole NWO thing, it's complicated.
No, it's not. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of superstars here who are 3 corners short of a squared circle. If you get my drift, they're very easily fooled. That's why we need this. It's totally real, and it's awesome. Watch. NWO Sneak Attack! That felt amazing. Now everyone knows the NWO is back.
It's not. Truth, you need to listen to me.
Good idea. You be the boss, and I'll be the enforcer, and go find some more WWE superstars to beat up under the banner of the NWO.
No, don't do that.
Okay, then you be the boss, and I'll be the idea man. Here's my first one. NWO pay-per-view. Location? The moon. All we need is a rocket. How hard do you think it'll be to take over NASA?
Listen to the words I am saying. This whole NWO thing is fake. I made it up. I'm just trying to destabilize Mutiny, that's all. None of this is real.
It's not real? It feels real to me.
It's not, though.
Okay, I understand. It's not real, because we still need to dream it into reality. And we will, because it's out with the old and in with the new world order. You are inspiring.
And you are exhausting.
I thought you said you had this under control.
I do. It's just our truth that's the problem. And then I had to back him up or it would have blown my cover.
Well, we wouldn't want that. It'd be a real shame if I only had one massive insurrection to deal with. Now I'm losing superstars to 2 factions.
I can't help it if I'm so convincing people from both sides are jumping. There's always collateral damage, but at the end of the day, it's working. That's what's important.
You need to end it. Now.
How about I end it next week? We've got some momentum, and I might have already paid for some things to make this NWO movement seem legit, including a non-refundable deposit on an arena, throwback set and all.
Fine. But only because Orton and Gunther are looking for payback. And Mutiny too. So at whatever NWO show you're apparently putting on, you're gonna host an inter-brand fatal 4-way. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and your fake New World Order.
It'll be a night to remember.
Just make sure when it's over, your NWO is forgotten.
And here's the NWO contingent, hoping for a too sweet victory. Simply one of the best to ever do it.
And his opponents, first, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
One of the most decorated.
Gunther is here and ready to prove that the match is sacred.
And representing Imperium, from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
Look at the pure determination on his face.
It's determination.
Finn Balor has arrived.
Say hello to the Prince of Judgment.
And representing the Judgment Day, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 100
A dominant singles competitor with world titles in Japan, NXT, and WWE, but now has so many disciples under his learning tree.
But Finn still wants all the glory to himself. He will not allow anyone. Each of these four has something to prove at tonight's special sold-out event after NWO's bold return set this whole powder keg off.
Right, Saxton, they came out swinging, but the ripples from that strike had put everyone on edge. Now it's about who can assert their dominance in this chaos on NWO's temporary home turf.
And with tensions this high, each superstar in the ring is not only fighting for victory, but also fighting to redefine the future of WWE.
And kick. Intercepted with a clothesline to cut off the attack.
Landing. Looks like they do not want them inside the ring anymore. Time to venture outside the ropes. Huge boot. Catches a punch.
There it is. Reversal. Big boot.
Incredible. He avoids the contact.
Bulldog. And Balor's being picked apart now.
Finn is being worked on heavily.
And he tosses it back in now.
There's the Bulldog.
Planted with the Bulldog. Balor not exactly looking like the best version of himself after that one.
Yeah, but I think he's got a lot left in the tank, Cole, which he's going to need to maintain if he wants to come out on top against these three other men.
Oh, what a headbutt. And enters back into the ring. Delivers the Bulldog.
Placed in the corner.
Now we have Orton. Gotta hurt. Not a whole lot you can do with a bum wing, guys. Big boot!
Incredible.
Oh, targeting the arm. This is
wrenching away on the arm there.
Immense pressure being kept on Balor. Finn Balor's under the gun. Series of punches.
You can see that each strike drained their opponent's energy.
Blasted by a forearm.
Got out of that position with the desperation jawbreaker.
Big boot!
Incredible.
Setting up for something here.
Oh my gosh, the table has imploded.
Smash clean through the table. That's going to stop you for a long time.
Oh man, that hurts even worse than it looks. Splinters everywhere.
Whip back into the ring. Makes the pin. This might be it.
That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first.
Can Gunther recover from that?
He's heading high.
Oh boy, I think we know what he has in store next.
Going for the cover. He might just have it.
Well, this is unexpected, Byron. Gunther could be out. Shoulders up before two.
He's still got more left in the tank. Look at this.
Oh, from the rope. Randy now for the win. He breaks the ref's count after one.
Giving a massive effort to overcome the pin attempt.
Oh, he tied that counter well.
Brought down with the Bulldog. Bulldog.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. He has truly gone to a different zone, you guys. Clothesline in the corner.
Ooh, bullseye. with the Bulldog.
They might be able to put this one away right here. Kicking out in time.
Getting dangerously close to ending it all there.
Escaping there.
Delivers the Bulldog.
Ooh, he's got him down for the pin.
And he fights it off.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Pop forearm. Ooh. Oh, that gets reversed on Randy. Big boot.
Incredible.
Big spin. And that'll keep him down for a long time.
Gunther could be out. Breaks the cover, and this match continues.
Vicious right forearm.
Oh, he flips that around. And there's more resiliency from Gunther to just keep battling.
Balor is getting dragged into a very dangerous position here.
He catches Gunther with a big counter. Oof, gut punch. Nasty. And here's the cover.
Could be it.
Finally, it's over.
Here is your winner.
And there it is. The NWO proves once again why they're back and more formidable than ever, clinching a critical victory tonight.
Absolutely, Cole. This victory isn't just significant. It's too sweet.